Hey, what's up? Happy Thankful Thursday, my friends. Welcome to Radiant Wrap. That's what I like to call it. Yep, it's Thursday again. I can hardly believe it's Thursday already, but yes, it is. And what a week! It's crazy. So many things are happening really quickly, but I love how things are slowly going back to some sense of normal, at least for me. Um, I'm feeling a little more comfortable getting out and about. I cannot wait to do a road trip and, see my parents. And it's just been a really long time. And yeah, social media is cool and everything, but yeah, want to see my family. Like I said, get some hugs and can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. So every Thursday, I just like to come on just for a few minutes, real quick, share. Let me know always if you have a topic that you'd like me to share and talk about. If you have comments on what it is that I'm talking about, or, if you're just real supporting me, I appreciate you. I really do. Well, you might not know that this year, starting in hey, Desiree knows this. Starting in January, I decided to be plant-based. And there was a lot of things that went into that decision. Some were definitely mostly health reasons. And then I had been kind of toying with the idea, and it's just been an evolution. So over the years, I stopped eating pork as much, and then hardly ever, and then red meat, and then chicken. So I was kind of going in that direction anyways. And I don't know if I will be plant-based my whole life because I love seafood. But this is a journey that I'm on right now. And I'll tell you something. So I had been thinking about these thoughts of being plant-based and stuff like that. And then I watched this show on Netflix. So I'm going to tell you, I know it has been a while, Desiree. If you don't want to entertain being plant-based, do not watch the Netflix show Game Changers. I'm telling you, don't watch it. Matter of fact, one of my kids, my kids are all grown. And one, I'm so proud of her. She's going to med school starting in the fall. And I told her, I watched this show and it sent me over. I'm not going to eat meat right now. And I don't want to hear it, Mom. I don't want to hear about it, because she knows she does not want to hear about it. So I'm telling you, if you do not want to have ideas of going plant-based, don't watch Game Changers on Netflix. It came out in 2018, I think. And that tipped the scale for me. And like I said, my clients, I don't think any of my clients right now, none of them are plant-based, right? So it's not about, that's my personal journey. And depending on where you are in your journey, I can help, and I am helping others where they are in their journey. And they may have some turkey bacon on their, or even pork loin on their meal plan, and so it is, you are where you are, and it's all good. And you can go from, because it's about progress, not perfection. Some of the things in the last, so this has been 5 months. Yeah. No, and I love crab cakes. I love crabs. That's one of the things that, you know how there are certain foods that there's more meaning around the food than just the food itself. That is one of the things that me and my girls, we bond over getting together, and we don't get together as much as we used to. We bond over sitting down and spreading out the paper and eating crab legs. I mean, that's one of our things. So there are certain things in whatever restaurant I go to, if it's a good one and they have crab cakes, then I want a crab cake. But I'm on this journey right now. So I've been around the girls, even when we've had seafood. I've made things for them that they like, and that's just where I am right now. I don't want it. And then, to my surprise, a few weeks ago, it was like coffee. I'm putting it down. Even more so than meat, probably even more so than seafood, was putting down coffee. I am a coffee connoisseur. You don't understand. Now, I didn't put down chocolate, and dark chocolate is right up there with coffee. But for me, putting down coffee, vegan dark chocolate, okay. But for me, putting down coffee is a big deal. I'm a coffee connoisseur. I go like bougie coffee drinker. Go to the restaurants. Nope, it's not good enough. I don't want their coffee. Very few places where I would go where I would think their coffee was good. I'd have to make it myself. Real coffee connoisseur. And then when I left all the dairy alone, I mean, no eggs, no dairy, none of that. Then I had to find a new creamer because I drank coffee with no sugar. And I found oat milk. I liked it. It worked. But I decided to put coffee down. And it's been 3 weeks, no coffee. So I am on this journey. I'll share with you as I go along this journey. I don't know where it's taking me, but that's where I am right now. And I'm okay with it. I feel good about it. One of the things, and this is what I wanted to share with you today, that I noticed since I've been on this journey is there is a whole revolution of plant-based dieting. And there are so many new baby vegans like me. I don't want you to be fooled. There is processed food that's vegan, just as there's processed food that has dairy and other byproducts that is full of highly engineered additives. I mean, I'm talking about there are food scientists in laboratories that intentionally make this factory generated food addictive. Like, they study this stuff to play with our brains, to release serotonin and dopamine, like all of the happy hormones in our brains. They call it the pleasure center of the brain. And it's like a pleasure trap. So the same type of stimulus that you get from any other addiction, it's in vegan, packaged, processed foods too. I'm not saying, oh, don't eat that stuff, because just like any food, if you want to have, some pie, or you want to have, a burger, so you got to, the vegan, whatever it's called, there's a couple of them. I've tried some of them. You can have this stuff, but if it is not fruits and vegetables coming from the ground, whole foods, whole grains, it doesn't matter if it is vegan or not. It's not all good for you. And I think advertisers do it all the time. And so this is just a new market, not new, but it's just becoming bigger and bigger, and more money is being poured into it, and the marketing and the advertising of it, they're making money. So to put a V on a package and say it's vegan will help it to sell. To say it's organic will help it to sell. Just know that just because it says vegan doesn't make it healthy. You can have hypertension, get diabetes because they're adding so much sugar additives, so much sodium. When I'm looking at some of these packages of, what is being sold, such unhealthy things, a lot of them. Therefore, the whole idea of stay on the outer aisles of the store where the fresh fruits and vegetables is still the main place you want to get your sources of nutrients from, because the other stuff is junk, full of sugary, salty stuff that leave you on a sugary, salty high. Does that make you sad? And did you already know this? Am I just kind of saying stuff you already kind of knew anyways? Tell me, I want to know. Was that helpful? Is that helpful? Or is that not helpful? Read the labels. And just know if it's packaged, it's probably not the best. Anyways. Okay? All right, well, that was really it. That's all I really wanted to share today. That just because it says it's vegan doesn't mean that it's healthy. You can still be overweight and unhealthy and be all the vegan you want to be, And I see that really clearly. And I'm not picking on vegans because now are being plant-based because I'm plant-based. But I know I could be so unhealthy and be plant-based. Oh, okay, well, good, Desiree. And whether you're watching this live or you're watching it on the replay, let me know what your thoughts are. Have you tried any vegan options? Well, there's a lot of foods that if it's not animal, if it's not swimming in the sea, if it's not like fish, or shellfish or fish, if it doesn't come from the animal, so that would be dairy, right? So eggs, then everything else is plant-based. And guess what? Even your animals, what they eat are plants. So ultimately, your protein comes from plants. And if you want to be strong, they say strong as an ox. Guess what? Oxes don't eat meat. Isn't that something? So anyways, that was just something from that show I told you. Oh my gosh, that show set me over the edge. Hey, Cheryl. I've been looking for my friend Cheryl. I think algae does swim. That's a good question. So are you talking about the plants? Because some of the plants that, you can eat. I know there's some seaweed and stuff like that you can eat. Can it swim? Yeah, I guess it's, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, Pat. Do you already know the answer? You just, I don't know the answer to that. Somebody knows the answer. Tell Pat the answer to that. All right. Of course, yes, the edible, and it's alive. So does it swim? I guess it's an organism, but I don't know the answer. I was just guessing. All right. Any questions, my friends? All right. So 80%. I like the 80-20. I mean, 90-10 is great, but that 80-20 will keep you in a really healthy state. Yummy seafood salad, seaweed salad. Okay. I don't know that I've had a yummy seaweed salad, but I love salad. And of course, I have been eating lots of vegetables, lots of beans and stuff like that. And someone asked me today, do you feel different? Do you feel better? And honestly, I don't know yet. And it's been 5 months and I don't know. Maybe I was eating pretty good and healthy already. Maybe. We'll see. Jury's out. Nori seaweed. Yes. Okay. So I got to try nori seaweed. What does it look like? Like, what is nori seaweed? Is that the brand name? I have to find out. But yeah, I've been really connecting and relating to athletes that are vegan, weightlifters, track stars, bikers, UFC athletes, because that really interests me, you know. But like I said, you know, none of my clients right now, if, you know, I had a client that wanted to be plant-based, and I have had some clients that have been plant-based or mostly plant-based, but right now I don't have any clients that are plant-based. A couple that are kind of Abby's on Sundays. I don't go to Abby's on Sundays, but okay. When dry, looks like a green sheet of, oh, is that what the sushi is made out of? Is that what that is? Where you wrap the rice in it? That? Wonder if that's it. I have so much to learn about food, you know? I mean, I didn't grow up learning, I didn't know, like, I didn't know a Brussels sprout until I was way grown. My kids were, I mean, I knew a Brussels sprout, but not like we know Brussels sprouts now. There's so many foods that I'm still kind of learning about. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Desiree, you are a really amazing chef, I think. I don't know if that's probably the Caribbean side of you too. But something else that you told me to make in the past, you told me, I forget what it was, but whatever it was, oh, you were putting ginger on everything. So I'm like, okay, I got to get back to ginger. Because I really like ginger. Hey, Cheryl Lee, congratulations. I don't know why you guys are congratulating me. I don't feel like I deserve a congratulations, but thank you. I appreciate it. I love to explore flavors too. And I love getting recommendations of things to try. So one of the things that I tried recently was a chickpea pasta noodle. It was good. A chickpea pasta noodle. And one of the things that I'm using a lot right now is salsa. Like, I really like salsa in my beans and the spicier ones. And I just really like that right now. Yeah, I don't know. It may seem boring, but that's one thing too. I eat the same stuff a lot. Like, it don't bother me to eat the same stuff a lot. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you all. Make sure 80-20 rule, the parameter, do not watch Game Changers on Netflix. If you do not want to entertain being plant-based, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you. And yeah, it's been 5 months now that I've been plant-based, and no, my clients are not, but this is a personal journey that I am on. How long will I be plant-based? Will I go to pescatarian? Maybe at some point, but that's not where I am in my journey right now. And I mean, it really is a journey. I am not like, oh my God, I need to go to Chick-fil-A. I don't have that. I don't. I haven't felt, no, I'm not walking around here mad at my husband and snapping at him. And he can, have his chicken sausage or whatever when he wants, or bacon or whatever. And I'm good. I'm good. So that's what it is. That's what it is, what it is, what it is. Hey, LaFern. Oh, you love it too. I mean, you be dabbling a little bit with, I don't know, a lot of you, I know Desiree too, even if you're not plant-based, a lot more plant-based than we used to be, right? A lot more plant-based than we used to be. Listen, you have greatness inside of you. It is progress. That's what it's about. Progress, not perfection. And my journey is not your journey. Your journey is not my journey. But I like to share a little bit, especially, about my vulnerabilities, how I screw up, because so many people just want to show their strengths. And then other people want to show just how crazy that they can be. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I try to be nice. I don't be cussing people out, and I try to love everyone. I know that could be, that could get on your nerves too. But I do have joy and peace from the inside. So I do like to share that. And besides, I've lived a little bit. I know my aunties, I can't believe they're not on here today. So they still call me young buck, but hey, I'm almost 60. So, I should know a little something. Those of us that are, kind of up there. Always good to see you, Mama Eagle. That's Mama Eagle right there. So that's one of my mentors, LaFern. And just go to show you, because she's a mentor. She's younger than me, but I learned from my kids. They're way younger than me. Sometimes I learn from little baby. I've learned from little baby. Oh my, I think I've gotten some of my best lessons from little teeny ones, right? So yes, we are all a work in progress. My whips, masterpieces, but work in progress. Look, I gotta go. I'm rambling now. Peace. Have a good one. Love you much. Nothing you can do about it.